Should be back now. Back in Aerith Sea. This is one of the biggest areas in the game. There's some islands up there. That's where we're going now. Those shooting stars aren't always there. That's a special weather effect like the fog in the marsh. Just got lucky having those being there the first time in the area. This area's full of gimmicks, teleporters, linking together these various flying reefs. Oh, that's a unique monster. And I missed the battle cry. Just don't hit my Dunban is not doing a good job at dodging here. Maybe I need more agility up stuff on him. Ricky not like that feature. You heard him. Lattice gauntlets. Nice to have better stuff on Ryan. He's had the same equipment for way too long. I feel like this is not towards progress. Showdown Cliff. Wonder if there's gonna be a showdown here. Already one unique monster down, maybe there's another. I feel like Aerith Sea's Collectopedia isn't very big. It's kinda big, but not as big as Magnet Forest. Up. Hey, Sani. Where are these holy guys? I feel like Dunban's gonna learn an art that I want soon.
Your reputation is deserved, Dunban.
Everyone, feel the flow of battle!
Summon wind! Radar wind!
Looks like we managed to survive.
Luxury Hode wood. I was about to say, I'm sure I need that for something. Fixing a windmill this time. Earth bottoms aren't particularly special. I feel like there is something down below, but then you can't get back up. Not gonna bother. Earth sees a little light on the fast travel points. I don't think there's any way back to where we were except by going back to that same shore. Luckily, since this area is so huge, it's kind of explored in sections. If you look over there, we got one of those things from all the way back in Colony 9. Looks like this is where they came from.
I expect nothing short of our very best.
Might as well fight a bunch of these guys. Oh, finally, break actually worked. Enemies, of course, get way more resistant to that as you go further in.
Let us hurry onwards.
That's not really anything special either. If you hear that sort of vocal bit in the background of this song, that wasn't actually here in the original version of the game. That was only added in the remaster. Pretty much the whole soundtrack was remixed, but most songs are generally the same, except some of them have little changes like that. Dense Ansel meat, that sounds familiar. Not everything that has a quest has a vision. Even this little guy resists it. I think the electric gutbuster there doesn't actually have that good of a chance to inflict break.
Victory is sweet. I see your strength is the genuine article. Freaky leg fighting, easy monsters.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll be going around this whole area later, so let's just keep on the story path for now. I'll leave Melia where she is. I think Melia is going to be leaving for a while pretty soon.
Who are these guys?
Are those wings on their head? They must be high Entia.
Welcome home, Lady Melia. Lady?
Huh?
Thank you, Captain. These Homs and this Nopon are my guests. See them safely to the guest quarters. Give them anything they need.
As you wish. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Melia, are you? Melia.
I cannot speak now, but I shall fulfill my promise.
I understand.
I will arrange for an audience with the Emperor. Will you wait?
We won't move an inch. Trust me.
My thanks.
Lady Melia, he says. Shulk, you thinking the same as me?
Whatever her position is here, Melia won't let us down.
I'm sure you're right.
More of these guys.
I must report the Telethia's defeat to His Majesty and request entry to Prison Island. Shulk is depending on me. I must hurry to the audience chamber.
I'm actually going to change Melia's fashion gear. It's weird when she's not wearing that cape. Choose the default one. Also, her walk cycle looks really janky without the cape, too.
You say the second consort's child survived her ordeal?
Forgive me, First Consort. I, Tyrea, vow to see your orders fulfilled.
Whilst she's in the capital, do not underestimate the lengths to which His Majesty and the child's loathsome goons will go. How, pray tell, will you avoid the guards?
I will do whatever it takes.
Oh, your stupidity bores me.
Your Highness,
Enough of your drivel!
We will have our chance when she stakes her claim to the throne.
Can't wander around here too much right now. This particular room is one of the more well-known areas in the series. They brought it back in 3 at least, although it looks different there.
What is it?
Welcome.
Let's try to talk to a lot of people here.
Yes? Yes?
Seems Melia is generally well-liked, even if, according to that cutscene, she has some kind of enemy here.
What is it?
Yes?
Named location back here that looks out to Prison Island and the Bionis' head. Wow. Full affinity between Ryan and Melia. That's gonna take a while.
Melia Antiqua, First Princess, has returned, Your Majesty.
Raise your head.
Your Majesty.
The Telethia rained havoc on countless veteran knights. You triumphed where they could not. I find it difficult to suppress these feelings of pride for you, my kin.
But, Your Majesty, I failed to return with any of the subjects you entrusted to me. My inexperience cost them their lives.
We will grieve for them, but it could not have been avoided. It was their duty and honor to fight beside you. They were all aware of your limits.
Emperor!
Keep those feelings of frustration close to you. It will help you to remember the debt you owe to those that have fallen.
Your Majesty, concerning such debts, there were others who aided me.
The Homs and Nopon that accompanied you to the capital? They have been arrested by Imperial security.
Shulk and his companions?
Yes, for reasons pertaining to the weapon this Shulk possesses.
Shulk's weapon? Do you mean the Monado?
So it is true. If that weapon is truly the Monado, we shall be forced to take action.
Why?
There is a legend, passed down through the generations, of a divine weapon, the Monado. It is said that the Bionis itself bestows the blade upon a chosen one. However, if the chosen one is black of heart, he will cause the destruction of the High Entia.
Among High Entia exist the good and bad alike. Homs and Nopon are no different. If this boy is the chosen one,
The Divine Seer's interrogation will reveal where his allegiances lie.
So you intend to keep them confined?
we must.
Father, Your Majesty. I assure you, Shulk is of pure heart.
As my successor, you will play a role of great importance. Calm your spirit and be patient.
Dear sister, I can see the Emperor's words have confused you.
Brother,
His Majesty has spoken. He recognizes you as the Crown Princess. You are to be the next ruler of the High Entia.
Me? And not you?
Yes. The Emperor asked for my counsel, and I told him as I tell you now. You will make a fine Empress. There is no one more suited to leading our people. You proved that when you dispatched the Telethia.
I don't know what to...
Melia.
But the soldiers? I am not fit to rule. I should visit their families and beg for pardon.
Melia, you know that this is not allowed.
I know. But it does nothing for the guilt I feel.
It is as the Emperor said. Grieve their departing, and engrave in your heart their great deeds.
I will.
You are right to question these things, but take pride in who you are. The Emperor has chosen wisely in you, Melia.
I am to be Crown Princess.
Yes, you are. The Ministries of Research and Records are united in support of His Majesty's decision. I, Minister Lorithia, have no objection to your appointment.
I understand.
I would never openly question our Divine Emperor. But the wielder of the Monado, the Chosen One, might be a useful tool.
You think so too?
Yes, but a lowly servant of the realm such as myself could never question His Majesty. However, if the Divine Seer were to intervene...
The Seer could free Shulk.
They should be exchanging words as we speak.
Idiot bird brains. What do we do? A fancy prison is still a prison.
What happened to Melia? I don't see her locked up in here with us.
Exactly. She's in on this.
Shulk, any thoughts here?
Melia won't let us down. She promised to take us to Prison Island. And she's not the kind of person to break a promise.
Okay, Shulk. You win. I believe you. And if you believe Melia, then no arguments from me.
Only Shulk now. Some of the voice acting in this game isn't the best. Most of it's pretty good. The Emperor is one of the standout performances, if you ask me.
Yo.
It's just the problem of translating something between a language like that. A lot of the dialogue just ends up a little clunky.
Yes?
Also, our first hint that Monado is getting might be kind of suspicious.
Yes?
Yes.
Just talk to everybody, it'll move on. Ricky seems to know what's going on more than the others.
You are to be interrogated by the Divine Seer. Stand back.
Alvis! What are you doing here?
I see. So that is why you are here.
Is Melia okay? We didn't mean to cause her any trouble.
Rest assured, she is fine. The real reason you have been detained is not because you are outsiders.
You don't mean...
Yes. The Monado. You see, the High Entia and the Monado go back many years. Millennia, in fact.
Ah.
Leave everything to me. I shall see to it that you are not held for long. We cannot have the saviors of Her Highness treated as criminals now, can we? Free these people. I shall take responsibility for their actions whilst inside the capital. They are now guests of the Imperial family.
Sir.
I am required to report to His Majesty. Otherwise, I would escort you around the capital. Use this room at your leisure. You are free to roam the city or stay here and rest. Farewell.
Hold on, Alvis. I need to ask you...
Be patient. I know what it is you wish to ask. Do not fear. You will learn when the time is right.
The life of the rich. So where are we going?
Anywhere but here. I'm bored of this stuffy room.
Okay then.
Ricky, find Melly for Shulk.
Ricky, wait.
Your Eminence.
What God want?
If you're after Alvis, he's gone.
What? Where did he go?
What happened?
We received an SOS from a small squadron repairing a transporter at Erith Sea, but the transmission was interrupted, and we have lost all contact with the squadron.
Sounds like they need our help.
Shulk and Ricky go help. Ricky and friends help people in trouble.
Of course. We're happy to help.
But you're outsiders.
Soldier man, not worry. Hereupon Ricky is here to save the day.
It is most appreciated. We need all the help we can get.
So it seems like Alvis is a real guy after all, but somehow that makes him even more mysterious. Wander around anywhere you like in Alchemoth now. There are, of course, many side quests here. I'll probably just pick up all of the basic ones before moving on for now. Because without Melia, that's one less character we're earning affinity points with. That's a normal guy.
Yes?
Use this one yet? Nope, not yet. There's a few little parts of the city you can't go to still, but that's fine. I feel like the vocal bits for this track were different in the original game too. This whole city's basically just one big glass dome. Presumably to keep the Mechon out, unless they've got something to keep in.
What is it?
You guessed it, I don't have enough materials. Yep, that's about what I expected.
How's things?
I think this is just a bunch of monster ones.
How's things?
Alley-oop!
Oh, this kid. I remember this kid. I remember that his quest is real easy for now, though. Oh, you need a whole bunch of gold caterpillars. Grab those from Tephra Cave another time.
Are you that?
Not very good. Nah, no. I feel like mithril gauntlets are good. Don't bother with Summon Bolt. I'm gonna get Copy, Flare, Starlight Kicks for later. Makes Ricky lose a bit of strength. That's fine. I'll put some on somewhere else. Kind of a goofy looking pair of shoes and a goofy looking shirt, but whatever. Maybe after a certain point I'll just start keeping them in their default outfits. We'll just start putting a little bit of ether on Shulk now because he's got Monado Purge, and that also makes life feel better. Sharla. Looks ugly. Ricky's got something new. More EXP for discovering landmarks, always nice. Sharla's finished this skill tree. She can put on heavy equipment now. Use agility or use cooldown of healing arts. Let's go with that one. Shulk's done his. Chance of chain link up, that's nice. Pessimism will finish much faster than the other two, so we'll put him on that one. A lot of coins for Chain of Friendship. You can still access Melia's stuff. No need to link that, that's always active when Melia's in the party. Never want that on Shulk. Might as well give Dunban that one. I never want that on Sharla, okay. Has Dunban learned that thing I want on him yet? Dunban and Ricky still have arts that I want. I think Sharla's actually learned all of hers already. Yeah, I think Dunban got it. Soaring Tempest. That's a good one. I think we're gonna lose Blinding Blossom for that. This is not only this is 3 hits in a circle around him that hits 3 times, but it also fills the talent gauge for every hit. So if he hits like 4 enemies with that, it's gonna instantly fill his talent gauge and let him use Blossom Dance immediately. Shulk's got all his, Ryan's got all his. I'm considering taking off, not Magnum Charge, but Berserk and putting either Dive Sobat or Hammer Beat back in, but that'll be for another time.
Hi there.
I feel like this one you can just invite right away, but I still want to double check first. Because as I said, there's one specific quest that for whatever reason a lot of Colony 6 movers will have items for. A lot of talk of that kid. Believe it or not, he's actually important way later on. That one specific NPC. Altamot's a bit annoying to navigate because it's got all these bridges and not many landmarks. Memory serves, all of the experience you get around here still goes to Melia, like she'll still level up a little bit.
What is it? What is it?
More basic monster killing stuff. Despite how giant this place is, there's only that one little store here.
Me.
Beluga grass skirts from Macna Forest. Okay. Not going back there for a while. I get the feeling I'm being really inefficient with those quests, and I should start Googling if any of those monster drop items have trades more often. There should be a guy over there somewhere. I distinctly remember one random NPC around here makes a comment about how hot Alvis is or something, and I thought that was pretty funny. For some reason I thought fast travel was off, but it's not. Got these, what I assume are futuristic buses driving around.
Me.
Gold burdock, no idea what that is, but grab it. Oh, they're everywhere.
Hello?
Some kind of weird research going on, they say.
Yes?
Believe it or not, there's also collectopedia items here. Not very many of them, but might as well fill it out. It's like Frontier Village.
What is it? Alley-oop!
Well?
Those ones are even in Alchemoth. And there are none on the map at the moment. Could be. Only serves Star Drops or Melia's favorite item. You can actually gift the collectibles to the other characters and get a little bit of affinity with them. I usually don't do a ton of that, but you could, in theory, just spam it for like 30 minutes and get everybody up to max really early, but I don't feel like it. Keep it during the day, I'll make a second pass at night. I feel like this is a real person. Another time. Very small click to PD, only 2 more items. One of them is a lemon, the other is that star drop thing. Aussie Grady fan, I don't know what that is. See, yeah, another red one over there. In the towns, generally always just pick up the red ones. I think the only time you don't want to pick up the red one, because it messes something up, is that lake drop. Can't remember any other times that happens. We'll just play in the fountains here. Reminds me of the legislature grounds back home. Everybody would always play in the fountains there. And I think that's all of them. For Charla. I can actually fill this out in Aerith C too. Oh, that's good. Give her that new ether up. Attack stealth. Do I have art stealth? Nope. Weapon power, is it gonna do anything? Lightning attack, no. Might as well put this electric plus on, actually. I want that on Melia later, because it'll make Summon Bolt better.
What is it? One of the red orbs I picked up. Alchemoth has its own reputation, of course. Lightspeed Sonid. I don't remember where Anu Shore is. Missed one over there, but that might be a real guy.
Wanna play?
That reminds me. If you go into the affinity chart and look at the High-Entia, everybody has little bios, but the interesting thing about the High-Entia is that they all live for hundreds of years. The little kids are actually in their 40s. If you couldn't tell yet, they're basically just elves, but a little different.
What is it?
No. I didn't actually mean to take this. Nobody seems to think that Ricky has children, but he does. I think he has 11. And we just gotta go find this guy. Real simple one. This one's got an interesting little side story to it, though, if I remember right.
Wanna play?
No point in fast traveling, it's close enough.
What is it?
He's got a second phase, and I'm gonna save that till we have Melia back.
What is it?
If you notice these red teleporters around that you can't use, these presumably link to all of those, like little domes floating around outside, and that's presumably where all the houses for this city are, but you never get to go there. It's a real guy. I think his is easy, but I don't want to bother with it yet.
Well?
Proper bandez during shooting stars. Shame that we didn't get that earlier, because there's no shooting stars anymore. This song's a little different in the remake, too. I'm not wrong. Interestingly enough, there's Nopon who live here, but no Homs, at least not that you see.
Are you that?
Haven't picked that one up yet.
Are you that?
Yep. I didn't even notice this was a real guy. I think I remember this one, though. We're not going to bother with it yet.
Yes?
That's another Colony 6 guy, and memory serves, he is one of the ones you definitely don't want to invite there yet. I'm gonna have to double check which NPCs those are, because I don't remember all of them. I remember him, and I remember that one in Colony 9. I don't remember any of the others.
Well?
Dislikes the other races of Bionis. Unsurprisingly, the elf-like people who live for hundreds of years have a bit of a racism problem, as always seems to happen in these fantasy games.
Hey.
How's things?
Talk to these two.
Hey.
If you look at, I remember the keys to look at these two. It's the one with the shorter wings that you want to set him up with.
Alley-oop!
Are you that?
Tempestuous Adigia. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Alley-oop!
Either way, unique monster quest. Gonna have to fight them anyway. Might as well get extra money for it. Which one's the shorter winged one? Rosiel.
Are you that?
Do the rest of it another time. There are, of course, many more of them up higher.
Yes? Yes?
Stella X, okay.
Yes?
I get the feeling pretty much every monster out there is gonna have a red exclamation mark on it. Always talk to the green NPCs, of course.
You know?
Stars are moving quicker than normal. I know that if you actually pay attention to the sun in this game, I don't think it rotates because Bionis and Akonis are standing on like a flat pool of water or something. He just tells you there's nobody there this time of night, which there usually isn't. But yeah, the way the sun and stars work are weird in this game, and I think there's actually NPCs who will mention it to you. But most nameless NPCs just have tutorials and filler dialogue, so I tend to not talk to them too much. In fact, I think this is the only Xenoblade game where you can talk to them.
Me.
Alley-oop!
That's a real guy. I guess real guy is a weird way of saying it, you know what I mean? Spiral lamps from that place. Haven't gone there yet.
Yes? Yes?
Highly classified mission from the Minister, which is why they're giving it to random travelers.
Yes?
Remember when I played Final Fantasy 15? I always thought it'd be neat to be like, in this kind of game, traveling with a bunch of people and just kind of doing odd jobs to make money and wandering around. It'd be neat, but not really feasible in real life.
Welcome. Welcome.
That's gonna activate another quest, do it later. For now, back to Eric C. This has probably been going on a while, but I want to get through the next part of this. How long has it been going on? About an hour. It'll probably take about 45 minutes to do the rest of it. That's fine, it doesn't matter. I think this is actually pretty far away from where I'm supposed to go. I remembered that Ricky actually has 2 more arts to learn than I remember. He's probably got some aura that I'm never gonna use, but in terms of things I will use, he has 1. Okay. They're too far out for Ricky to walk over to, of course. A little further out with Dunban. Aha. And just how am I supposed to fight these 2 guys? Not one of them. Ricky usually isn't smart enough to get out of the water. This is the wrong area. Let's just get out of here. I want to go back to the gate. I haven't been using Charla enough. I very rarely play as her, but it's good to get affinity with her in the party. She's helpful for a lot of harder fights in this. Monado Purge.
How do you like that?
Anytime, any place. We can find goodies. Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Nice job.
Sidekicks, Ricky, to battle!
I don't want anyone dying out there.
Everyone, do your best.
Ricky getting serious time!
Hero time. Visually the mark. Shake your edge. I'm feeling it.
Finish?
Piece of cake.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
I'm ready.
Don't let a single one escape.
Split edge. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Let's stay alert.
Juicy, well, that sounds familiar too. Too many side quests in this. I might have to start laying off on them.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
I'm ready.
Now! Okay.
Understood.
Have them get a little closer. Oh, stars. I better go find that secluded island.
Okay.
Okay, let's get going.
Let's stay focused.
Unbelievable, that made the stars go away. Wait, no it didn't. They're still there. No, they're not. Well, that blows.
Don't get careless, guys.
Okay, let's sort this out nice and quickly.
All right. I'm feeling it.
Of course, that thing just jumped in. Come on, knock him down, no.
My turn.
He doesn't have one out of purge.
Okay. My turn. How do you like that?
Wish that was something you'd be able to see.
Whatever makes you happy. We make a great team.
Let's stay focused.
Boom. Higher max, lower min. Shulk's already learned one there. Which island even was the secluded one? There's some island, I think it's that one. Some islands down low, some floating above the water. Ocean full of floating islands sure is a good idea.
Don't let a single one escape.
I'm sure that you need to hunt these things for materials later. It's funny. It's funny to me how the High Enthia ask you to kill these things for materials. So clearly here intentionally is some kind of defense system. It just reads like if in real life you had to destroy one of those automatic floor polisher things you see at grocery stores and malls and such, and like take parts from it for some guy. Just a weird idea. Oh, and you need 6 of them. I'd better start fighting those guys now. Give this guy a chain attack. Charlotte can finally do red arts. These things aren't considered mechon, so you don't need to have an auto-enchant to fight them. Remember what I said, not gonna see another mechon again for a very long time. That one's done. I'm probably gonna have to take... not Sneaky off. No, yeah, Sneaky doesn't need to come off. Ricky has 2 more arts that I want. One of them I'll lose roly-poly for, the other will have to be Sneaky one.
Yes?
Because it's not really all that strong. I seem to remember there being a store in the lighthouse. Maybe that's later.
What is it?
War monster quests.
What is it?
Something called Chromars.
What is it?
Flabbergasted drone. That's a unique one. I think that's one of the nebula things.
Hey.
There's more.
Hey.
This is an actual
How's
person.
things? How's things?
Oh, what do you... Look at that. need that for more than one quest.
How's things? What's that?
Silver X plate. That also sounds familiar.
How's things?
Critical up, that's always nice. So I've been using Ricky all the time, and he's just not gaining any more affinity with anybody. Yeah, he's still yellow with everyone. Oh yeah, the remake actually tells you. I remember Ricky really likes these kelp mushrooms. Maybe it's the other mushrooms. I think there are actually a few items that'll make it go down. I'll probably start doing that later when I've got more collectibles. Ricky tends to like food and also bugs, I think. Memory serves, this is one of the ones where if you drop down the middle, yeah, there's another island down there. And basically everything down here is a target, okay.
Leave it to Hero.
Don't get careless, guys.
This one's all done blazing.
Ricky's sidekicks too good.
Teachers here are right. I'm feeling it.
Ricky shows special skills. Ricky find items and heroes getting happy.
Ricky!
Hereupon, very cool.
Starting to look like a team.
Yep, team looking good. Everyone getting happy joy. Ricky find this one. Ricky find goodies.
Okay, let's get going.
Piece of cake!
Pagul Hot Pot, that sounds familiar. I want to switch old reliable in because we got a unique monster, that big dragon thing, and really just everything to fight down here, except for that guy. Ricky's tick damage is really good at just bringing these things down.
You're awesome!
Ricky Noah done by done done.
Ricky, mighty hero pot. I can see that you're in pain.
Nothing.
I think both of those things are for
You're
something.
embarrassing Ricky.
Okay, Jerome is that one. Those guys need to go too.
Everyone, let's go! Make it a swift victory! Power return
Dunban won't down this thing. I assume it's got a topple spike on it. Oh, you need 5 of them. Now, let me guess, there's 4 of them down here, right? Give these ones a chance.
Here we go. We're counting on you. Electric gut bust. Don't mess up. Leave it to Hero Pop. High five. We did it. History. At last, we move at the same pace. Hero Hunt invincible. We choose to fight. Welcome, everyone. Feel the flow. Yeah. Shoot. Everyone, let's go. This is the Monado's power. Electric double. Time for a chain attack. Ready.
I don't really like using Monado Buster that often. It's a cool move, but
I'm feeling it.
takes up his entire talent gauge, so it means he can't, if you get a vision of something real dangerous, you're not going to be able to deal with it immediately.
Let's press on. Not bad.
Okay, who's next? Oh dear.
We can't lose. Make it a swift victory. You dare challenge Hero? We can definitely do this. Chain attack chance time. Time to show our true power.
Nebula things tend to get replaced by more aggressive versions of themselves during rainstorms. So I'll just have to mess with the time until the rain stops.
It's over. Everyone do good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's focus our efforts. Roger.
Take this guy down.
Good job, everyone. But we mustn't be careless. Victory to Ricky!
Alright, he's coming back over here.
Let's do this.
That's not going to get rid of his resistance to physical, but it'll stop him from spiking.
I'm feeling it.
Did that just say immune?
Stay strong. I'm not quitting yet.
Only thing we can do about this is have Ricky heal him.
In a world of strife. We need full power, Ricky.
hit real easily. Wish I got a vision for those ones. I'm not going to be able to block that. Oh, okay, it's over. That's stupid. That's so stupid that the weather could just change and it's a game over. Damn it. That's frustrating. Started storming, the level 80 things came out, and it's just over. Ooh, the shooting stars again. It's that one, that's the one. And this thing's less of a problem, so I'm gonna play as Donban and put Ryan in. Yeah, that'll work. I really hope this is the right island. Well, it's surrounded by level 80 fish. And there's our target.
Let's go! Leave it to Ryan! Challenge here, fun! I'm powering up! Ricky's high kick's too good! Such over-exuberance! That time is coming! Bring it on! Dodge this!
Use the strength up on one of the Blossom Dance.
We're under too much pressure here.
Should be fine with that heal, but I'm gonna use that.
Time to prove your mettle as a hero.
Get another free heal from Ricky.
Everyone, feel the flow of battle! Yeah, no one's good at powering up! How can this be?
And Dunban man feels like he's dying way too often. Ricky and Dunban getting some extra affinity for that. Oh, finally, knock him down. Got him.
It'll take more than that to slow us down.
Not bad, not bad.
Who else wants some?
Crushing Garter, Serpent Armor. Maybe those are good on somebody. I don't like how Ricky hasn't gotten to green with Shulk yet. Oh, that's nice. Actually, give you a critical up. Maybe that'll make Sword Drive get criticals more often. I've gotten way sidetracked, and there's no way I'm going to be able to actually play the game here. And of course that thing latched on to Charla. Actually knocked him down. Ooh, she actually hit that instant death on him. That never happens. Serpent leggings and a sword. Not very good, unfortunately. Serpent armor, no. Serpent leggings, nope. Get that ether deposit. Is that the shore I started on? I think it is. No, there's... Oh. Guess I will not be getting that ether deposit. It's surrounded by all these guys. Can't even slip by him. There's like 4 of them in front of the thing. a second one destroy them. But that NPC over there is just watching this. Interestingly enough, Charla's not actually quite as fragile as you'd think. She's no tank, but she can take more hits than Shulk or Melia can.
We make a great team.
Cool. Let's keep this up.
How long have I been at this for? Not quite as long as I thought. Maybe I'll take that unique guy out and then call it there. What level is Ricky's healing at? Too low. That wasn't the right one. If you know what you're doing, you can use Ricky as a healer in a lot of tough fights, because that move actually has a really short cooldown and hits all 3 party members if you aim it right. That's the end of Shulk. He's out of this fight. And then they run back.
We make a great team.
Nice job.
Now, back down to the lower level, get the unique monster. Oh no, big dragon guy.
Enemy reinforcements.
Oh no, 2 of them joined in.
Alright, let's focus our efforts. Roger.
Gotcha.
We can definitely do this.
My one will hurt even more.
Shala. Leave it to me. Full force.
Okay, things are really heating up. We're not finished yet.
Alright, Shulk, give him a ×4 Monado Buster. Okay, this is gonna take this guy down in 1 hit.
Against the odds, we choose to fight. Blossom dance.
All together now.
You said it, Shulk.
Quantum Killer combo.
Good job, everyone.
That was the best chain attack yet. do that again, Jerome over there will be no problem. He'll float over here eventually. Unbelievable, he's going back there now. Lure him over to where there's nothing else that'll get in the way. Ryan might have been the better choice here since Dunban can't dodge those nuclear attacks. Can't be broken or have his stance broken, however you say that. If I can get the talent gauge back up fast enough, I can block this. That is thanks to that skill that makes the future take longer. Purple ether attacks go through its defenses. Drizzle element. Lattice gauntlets are no good. Already got the serpent stuff. Yeah. I want Ricky to have affinity with Shulk. fighting him this time. If you just run to the teleporters and go through them, it'll actually let you, so... I'm gonna do the mini-boss coming up, and move on to the chapter boss next. Well, next time I play this, not this time.
I'm ready! I don't want anyone dying out there!
Where's the back of this thing? Oh, it's locked on already. Usually Melia would be my character of choice for fighting these, but she's gonna be gone for a while.
Let's stay alert. I don't want anyone dying out there.
Everyone, do your best.
Okay, let's get going.
Aqueous Andos oil. How do you have aqueous oil? Whatever.
I don't want anyone dying.
You definitely need that for something too.
Let's stay alert.
Okay, let's finish this.
Let's keep on going
Slick
like this,
Chromar
guys.
Stone, that sounds familiar. Shiny Chromar Hide, I think is for Colony 6. And Shell Boots. Are good on nobody. Sneak very carefully around that boss to get the ether deposit first. I want to save before this.
I'm ready.
But at some point after this mini boss is a real boss, and for that boss you want to make sure to not have Shulk in the party. these things have art seal. That's dangerous. Ooh, come on. Alright, well. Oh, art seal now. Alright, give him a chain attack. No, don't run. Chain attack, there it is. Wait, did that even do anything? Crap, it art sealed me again. Come on, go away. Saint Rod and Saint Lee Rod. Okay.
Are you that?
And that is the extent of my discussions with the Homs that accompanied Melia here.
I still cannot believe it. How could a Telethia have grown to such power?
And what is your conclusion, Seer?
That the Telethia were able to gain such power due to the high levels of ether in the region. In other words, our ether protection is weakening.
And so it begins. The resurrection of the Bionis. What of the Monado?
I cannot see. My sight is hindered. However...
Speak, Seer.
It is not certain that the Monado will bring about our destruction. While my sight is hindered, I have seen a slither of light. Is your Majesty not aware of this light as well?
Are you referring to Melia?
And the young man, Shulk.
Could it be that the boy is trustworthy after all? Kallian, we are on the cusp of a significant moment. The investiture ceremony must take place as soon as possible.
Your Majesty, since the ministries are already in agreement, we may be able to bypass some of the formalities.
Indeed. But she must still earn the blessing of the people.
Might I suggest the trial of the tomb?
First Consort, such a ritual has not been conducted for generations.
We have simply not had a need for it until now. And I feel she is more than equal to the challenge.
Mother, the tomb is dangerous. Our records show that many potential successors lost their lives performing the ritual.
That child fought and beat the Telethia. It is my belief that she is more than strong enough. Besides, if it was revealed that she avoided such a responsibility, Her reputation among the people would be irreparably damaged.
I must protest.
No, the first consort is right. There is much risk, but the rewards are greater. It would seal the people's love for her. Summon Melia. Her thoughts must be heard.
I accept. If I am to lead the High Entia despite my mixed heritage, if I am to succeed the throne, then I accept what must be done.
I expect nothing less of my successor. The path to greatness is fraught with danger. This shall be your statement to Bionis.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are not fit to be Empress. Not now, not ever.
Looks like we got them out of a scrape.
Shulk, Ricky tired. Ricky sleep in castle now.
Good idea. Let's head back to the capital.
The sooner the better.
Alright. Going back to the capital is going to trigger the chapter boss. So I'm not going to do that this time, but I do want to check out what's over here. Not much. Some side quest probably takes you here later. Put Ryan in the lead, I think. From here on in, I tend to use whatever characters are most relevant to the story for the boss, but for this next part, it doesn't really matter. And just make sure to not have Shulk in the party. Serves this floating reef is closer to the back of the Bionis' wings. So if that thing's too far, I can't swim to the head yet. I have no idea how this sea actually exists. It's basically just suspended in between two wings on the Bionis' back, and the Machna Forest is immediately below it, but this thing has no bottom. Oh well. Seems like as good a place as any to stop, so back again tomorrow night.